Schieffer, last night we told you about the Florida college student who risked his life to call 911 and how that quick action may well have prevented a massacre of his classmates. Well, tonight we'll hear from that student hero who literally saved the day on the campus of the University of Central Florida in Orlando. Mark Strassman has the story.
This video was taken by University of Central Florida police as they search for the gunman in his dorm suite. The noise you hear is the fire alarm that police say James Sivakumaran pulled to lure students out of their rooms.
The deceased acted alone. We found no connections to any group, organization, or anybody else that would have shown any involvement in this situation that occurred here at the university.
Campus Police Chief Richard Berry says Sivakumaran had 1,000 rounds of ammo. There were unopened packages in the dorm's mailroom addressed to the gunman containing these items: a sling for an assault rifle, a pair of 22-round high-capacity magazines, and a DVD on marksmanship. But Sivakumaran's plan unraveled when his roommate, 24-year-old Arabo Babakani, saw the gunman in their kitchen, ran to his room, and from behind a locked door, dialed 911.
The fire alarm went off. I opened the door to see what was going on, and he's there with like some sort of like gun, like large assault gun. I don't know if it's a real gun. I don't know what it is.
We spoke to the roommate today.
If you like said anything to him, if you walked by him or anything, he would just ignore you. He would just stare off in the distance, whatever, pretend like you never even existed. But he made eye contact with me when he pulled the gun on me.
Police found Sivakumaran's body lying near his bed. Also nearby were a handgun, a semi-automatic rifle, and a backpack containing components for 4 homemade bombs. Investigators also found a handwritten checklist in the room, Sivakumaran's plan for the attack. It began with get drunk. The last item he crossed a line through was pull the fire alarm.
The last thing on the list was give him hell. That was the last thing on the list.
It said give him hell.
Yes, it did.
Sivakumaran's motive is still a mystery. He had no known friends here on campus. In a statement, his family said James Sivakumaran was a loner and did not have a history of violence. Bob, his family has also asked now for privacy.
Thank you very much, Mark. After the massacre on the Virginia Tech campus in 2007, the Los Angeles Police Department embarked on a program to try to identify students who might pose a threat to their classmates and to deal with them before they act. Well, after the episode in Florida, our Ben Tracy decided to see how the LA program is going. Here's his report.
Good morning, everybody.
This morning, psychologist Tony Belize met with his team at the Los Angeles County Mental Health Department. Every Tuesday, they review a list of students identified by area schools as potential threats. Teachers and principals contact this call center when they have a student they view as a danger to themselves or others.
How often are you getting referrals? How many of these calls are coming in?
Well, we average on a daily basis anywhere from 30 to 40 referrals to our team.
30 to 40 a day? That seems like a lot.
Well, that's a fair amount of referrals.
Belize runs the School Threat Assessment Response Team. It coordinates school officials, mental health experts, and law enforcement.
We will do a comprehensive threat assessment on every person that's referred to us. When we interview the child, we look at 3 things. Is there a wish to die? Is there a wish to kill? And is there a wish to be killed?
The interviews have led to the confiscation of weapons. Students are given counseling and sometimes hospitalized for evaluation.
We had an 8-year-old child who expressed a desire to go to school and shoot his classroom with an AK-47.
8 years old.
8 years old. And you begin to think, well, how possible is that? Well, in this particular case, it was fairly possible.
Just hours after the shooting in Newtown, the threat team checked in with students considered to be the highest risks. There are 50 of them.
Are you finding that the more of these school shootings we have and the more attention the shooters get, that is becoming a driver for some kids?
Absolutely. We do find a number of kids that are fascinated with prior shootings and how they might do it better.
Now, they believe this program has prevented attacks here in Los Angeles. They say their other goal is to help students stay in school and graduate. Because, Bob, the fear is if someone is kicked out without getting help, they become more isolated and potentially violent.